All right, what's up, my beautiful family? If you don't know me, my name is Jay, and I am the owner and founder of It's Our Time to Be Free. And today I want to talk about living an intentional life. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few steps that you can take in order to live an intentional life so that you can create the life that you want to live. We all want to live our best life, right? I think so. So, so that's what we're going to be talking about: living an intentional life. And then, but there's a few things that you need to do first in order to start living that intentional life. To start intentionally living. And the first thing that you need to do is lay the foundation. All right, and then create some practical steps. So we're going to go over part of the foundation that you can start laying for yourself, and then we're going to go over some practical steps that you can do for yourself. All right, so the very first thing, as far as the foundation, okay, guys, you have to realize is that we have choices. We can choose to live a miserable life, or we can choose to live a happy life. It's all up to us. We create our reality. Okay, so again, we have choices. See, every day that we wake up, guys, we wake up to a new day full of new opportunities and new decisions that we can make for our life. So we have to decide, what kind of decisions are we going to make for our life? What kind of day are we going to have for that day? Where can we find opportunities in that day? We have to be in search of opportunities. We have to look for them. So many times we are on autopilot. We just go through our day, and it's like everything is automatic. We get up, we put on our clothes. Do we ever think about what foot went in our pants first? Very rarely. Very rarely. But we go on autopilot. Because most likely when you get up in the morning and you put on a pair of pants, you're most likely, using the same leg. Maybe it's your left leg that you're putting in your pants leg first. All right. But it's like it's on autopilot. We just do it without thinking. Okay, so we have to realize that every day is full of new opportunities and new decisions that we can make. We get to choose our attitude, and we get to choose the decisions that we make. So I want you to realize that I don't want you to allow your past to determine your future. Don't let your past dictate the days that you have. Start from today. Start living the life that you want to live. Okay? The past doesn't exist anymore. The past is the past. It's gone. It doesn't exist. Today, you can start a new life. Forget what happened in the past, because it doesn't exist. You understand? Because you do not have to stay stuck in that same old pattern that you've been living for all your life. If you feel like that, that because of my mom didn't love me, or I feel like my mom didn't love me, so now I have mommy issues. My daddy wasn't around, so this is the reason why I act like that. Stop all the excuses. Today, stop all the excuses and start living your life the way that you want to live it. This is your life. This is your life we're talking about. So you have to start living the life that you want to live. The second thing with building that foundation or laying that foundation for yourself is knowing who you are. Who are you? At the core of your being, what are your talents? What are your abilities? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Identify those things. Take that time to start identifying who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, nobody else will either. Okay? You have to have a clear idea of who you are. Okay? So those are the 2 steps that you can start taking to start laying that foundation for yourself. Now, we want to get into some steps. What are some practical steps that we can do in order to start living that intentional life? Remember, our life is full of choices. We have the blessed opportunity to make choices. And once we realize that, get that through our head, that we can make our choices, get to know who you are. Who are you? So, getting into the steps, guys, you have to decide what's your truth and live it. Decide to live your life. Decide to live your truth, your life, because it's all up to you. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You weren't born to live somebody else's life. You were born unique so that you can live your own life. All right? And then another step is to define your purpose. What is your purpose in life? Find out what that is. Identify how you want to show up in this world and share it. How do you want to show up? What kind of person do you want to be? What do you want to achieve for your life? Identify that person, because it's in you. I'm sure you have desires. It's in you. So identify how you want to live your life. What is your truth? What is your truth? You have to realize what your truth is. Not what your mother taught you, not what your father taught you, not what the education system taught you. But your truth. What do you believe in? What do you believe is true for you? Because whatever you believe is true for you is right. No matter what anybody else thinks. I know some people maybe can't grasp that concept. But dig a little more deeper. Trust me, you'll live the best life you can possibly live if you just live your truth in your life. Decide that today. All right? Find a passion that is bigger than yourself. What's your why? Why do you want to do something? Make sure it's bigger than yourself. Leave yourself out of it. Because if you find a passion that is bigger than yourself, you have something to reach for. You have something to strive for. You have a reason why you're doing whatever you're doing. So find that passion inside of you. All right? Next thing is to set goals. Guys, you always want to set goals, and those goals should really be in line with your defined purpose. What goals do you have for your life? This is all about living intentionally, living on purpose. You want to live a purposeful life. Next, stay focused. With everything going on in the world, with the media, gossip magazines, reality TV, so all of that stuff. The gossiping with your friends, all of that is distractions. If you continue with those distractions in your life, you're going to steer off course. Okay? The key is you want to stay focused. So eliminate the TV, eliminate the media. Or if you don't eliminate it, limit it. Limit your exposure to those kind of things. Because all of those things are basically ingraining in you what they want you to know. And what they want you to know a lot of times becomes our truth because we start believing it. But it's only a mere fraction of what is actually going on. So you have to determine, what your truth is. Set your goals and stay focused on that. Let's get rid of distractions. And the last thing is to learn from others, guys. Identify with successful people. Find people who have already achieved success. Study them and learn from them. Okay? This is how you start to live an intentional life. All right? So that's what I have for you today. I really hope you got some value from this. Please go ahead and read that blog post. And it'll be a link. This video either be on the blog post, or you can click the link below this video and read the blog post. I am doing a 30-day challenge on how to live an intentional life, or how to live the life that you want to live, how to live your best life. All right, so please feel free to subscribe to my blog so you won't miss an update. And every time I post a new post, a new blog post, you'll be notified. All right, guys. So I really hope you got value from it. I love you all, and it's our time to be free.